Today I'll be showing you how to make some nice Jamaican pickled pepper. Here I have my ingredients of assorted peppers, purple, yellow Scotch bonnet, red and green habaneros. I have pimento berries. I have vinegar, some vinegar here. I have a reusable jar. Yep. And this jar had some kosher pickles, and I am using my jar. Here I have my knife and my cutting board, and I'm wearing gloves because I'll be using my hands to touch these peppers, and of course they are very hot and spicy. Do you see the size of this Scotch bonnet pepper? Almost as big as a bell pepper. And these will kind of give off different flavors. And also when I add the pimento, it's for flavor and also means of preservative with the vinegar. So while I am cutting these peppers and these carrots and making my pickled pepper, enjoy the sounds of my country backyard. So I will start by cutting the carrots. I'll be julienning them in some very fine strips. And this carrot is just for decorative purpose. And it's not totally necessary, but you know, growing up watching my mother and even my grandmother making a jar of pickled peppers, she would add some carrots and even some chocho, what most people know as, some people might know as chayote. So it's kind of stuck in my head. So I am basically doing traditional Jamaican pickled pepper. So yes, I try to slice them thinly, and I am now going into julienne. Let me grab my glasses so as to kind of protect my eye in case a pepper seed might you know, fly from somewhere. So when you're making pickled pepper like this, it's best to wear protective gears like a pair of gloves and some glasses to protect your eyes from the pepper seed possibly getting into your eyes. This might take a little time, you know, but for those who want to learn the process, it's a tutorial video. How to make Jamaican pickled pepper. And this pickled pepper, you can have it up to years in the jar as long as you keep it clean. You don't insert dirty utensils inside of it. It can last you for years. And if you see that the vinegar is going down, because you might pour the vinegar on some fried fish or some tuna or anything that you might fancy your vinaigrette on. If the vinegar is going down, after a while you can add some more vinegar to the peppers, and it works. For me, it will work for you. You have your jar of pickled peppers for years and years. And of course, if you are gonna take out the peppers as well, you will need to make a fresh jar when it's finished. Some people even add fresh peppers to the ones that's already in the jar. Here I have another bowl to the side. I'm gonna put the carrots in, and then I will move on to cutting my variety of peppers. See how quickly? That didn't take much time, right? So you can, of course, you can cut your peppers diagonally or horizontally, whichever one tickles your fancy. You can cut your peppers in only 2 or in only 4 based on the size of it, but these peppers are huge and I prefer to cut my peppers in slices just like this, and I won't be removing the seeds. The seeds is what will give it the heat and the flavor that you're looking for. I'll put that to the side. Now I cut a pepper, a yellow Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna cut a green Scotch bonnet pepper, and you're gonna see how beautiful it looks when you use an assortment of colors, and it's also gonna look so fancy in your jar. This is my third, and it's a red habanero pepper. Some people will call all the peppers Scotch bonnets. Once they hear that it's a Jamaican pepper, everyone says Scotch bonnet pepper. But the yellow ones, the Scotch bonnet, and these are the habaneros. So look, I already have a beautiful assortment: yellow, green, and red. And these colors represent Jamaica. We call it red, green, and gold. Isn't it beautiful? So here I am coming now. This one, oh my God, you can call this one a devil pepper. That's what we call them. I call them devil peppers because of how extremely hot they are. Wow. If you are gonna use a purple pepper, then let's say a purple pepper or a brown pepper to cook in your meats and stuff like that, vegetables, if you're a spice lover, this one purple pepper or devil pepper can last you for a whole week, because all you need is a little pinch. See what's going on here? You see the colors? Just imagine how beautiful this is going to look in a clear jar. Yellow, green, red, and purple. So I'm gonna add these to the bowl, and this is the reason why I am wearing gloves, because I'm using my hands. If you're not wearing a gloves, then I would advise you to use a fork and a thong with your knife. I will continue until all my peppers that I showed you in the bowl is completely cut up. Then I will of course show you how I move them to the jar, and when I add my carrots and my pimento and my vinegar. Do you hear the chickens outside? There's a mother hen walking around with around 8 baby chicks. I live in the countryside of Jamaica, and those are some of the things that you will hear in my background, or I might even show them on camera sometimes. You may check out my channel to see my cooking videos, upcoming cooking videos, the ones that I already have there. There's a video when I show you how to cook Jamaican rice and peas, oxtail, and all those goodies, and lots more to come. You will also see me eating in some of the videos, as it relates to the name of my channel, Eat with Jules. So I'll cook and I'll eat. Of course, some foods will be more healthy than some, so you'll have a choice as to which one of the recipes you'd like to try. These seeds that you see here on the board, I won't throw them away. I'll scrape them in the bowl. This is what the bowl is looking like already. I'll set it aside and continue with my cutting of my peppers. Chick, chick. Chick, chick. Those are the sons of Mother Nature. If these peppers are too much for the jar that I have, then I'll make a second jar of pickled peppers. This is my last pepper, and if you can use your imagination, wow, these peppers are smelling so spicy, flavorful, and delicious. So I'm gonna set this aside. All the peppers are gone. And well, I'm gonna show you how to I'm gonna show you how to add the peppers to the jar. I can just tell you the different ways that you can use these peppers. You can add them to fried fish, which is one of Jamaica's most favorite way to enjoy a nice pickled pepper vinaigrette. We add them to our escovitch fish, fried fish. We add them to tuna, sardines. We also can add the vinaigrette when we're seasoning or chicken or rotisserie chicken, jerk chicken, baked chicken, etc. You know, this can add flavor to so many dishes. So whenever you try this pepper, this pickled pepper, go ahead, add them to whatever dish, and you can come to my comment section and tell me how you enjoy the burst of flavor on your meal, on your food. So I'll be getting the jar now, and this is my jar. I'm reusing a kosher pickle jar. Nice, clean, beautiful jar, glass jar. And yes, I'll advise you to use glass jar if you want to purchase some new jars, or if you have jars that you want to reuse, go ahead, feel free to do so. So I will ensure that the carrots and the peppers are mixed nicely. And like I said, if there's any leftover, I'll just make a second jar. Don't you just love the array of different colors of peppers along with the carrots? So here we have 5 different colors. The carrots are orange, purple pepper, red pepper, green pepper, yellow pepper. You can go ahead and give it a little press down. Depends on how much you want to add to this jar. So yes, I wish I had a bigger jar so I could just make 1 jar of pickled pepper, but I'll have to make a second jar, as well as I can freeze the remaining amount of pepper and just use it to add to my meats when I'm cooking. See? I'm now gonna add the pimento berries, and this is about a teaspoon that I'll add. Just add them to the top. This is what I have left. Just a small portion. I've used up about 3/4 of the amount that I cut up, and this can make a little jar, which I think I'm gonna do. So to this now, I won't be adding anything more except for the vinegar. No other spice. Some people like to add onions or maybe garlic, but no, I won't. Here I'm using some Kendall brand white cane vinegar. Take my time and pour, and I'll watch it as it reaches to the top. I'm gonna stop. Let me look to make sure that I don't get an overflow. I don't want an overflow here. and it's already smelling so good. Look, it's now right at the level that I want it. So I'm gonna cover it up and allow it to sit until I am ready to use it. If you'd like, you could add a piece of cling wrap over the mouth of the jar before you add the cover, and I might just do that after I'm finished uploading this video. Now you can safely remove your gloves. This is what my pickled pepper is looking like in the jar. And the label of this jar, the original label, makes the jar look so beautiful already. And this jar I don't have to label because it's a see-through jar. This is a see-through jar. The moment you look at it, you'll see the peppers right here. Isn't it looking beautiful? Isn't it looking lovely? Now you see why it's necessary to use an assortment of peppers just to add these bright, vibrant colors. You can go ahead and make this as a gift for someone, especially if you have a garden overflowing with peppers, hot peppers. This is very easy, simple to go ahead and make this as a nice gift, especially if it's Easter time. If it's Easter time here in Jamaica, where we make a lot of escovitch fish, in other words fried fish, that we eat with our bun and our bread. We like to cook this up in a pot and pour it over our fish and allow it to stay overnight, so it develops a flavor that is to die for. Hope you found this video interesting. I hope that you will also give it a try, and you will also enjoy this product, or this not product, but this pickled pepper that you made straight out of your home. You don't have to buy it in the store, in the supermarket, or you don't have to depend on anyone to make it. It is so simple, very cost effective. Also, you can plant your own peppers, even if you just have 2 different color peppers. You can make your own pickled peppers. Yes, you can. And you can also feel free to make any brand, to use any brand of vinegar that you'd like. I'll remove my gloves and I will wipe off my jar. Beautiful, beautiful. This is the result that I got from these peppers that I cut up. Did not use much vinegar This is around half of the butter. I have a lot of pimento berries. I wish I could share with you. These were harvested straight off the pimento tree here in Jamaica. This is such a blessing right here. This is what we like to use in our jerks, jerk chicken, jerk pork, jerk fish, and some of those videos you can look forward to watching in the near future. So at this time, I just want to say thank you for watching. Hope that you will enjoy, and I hope that you will share out this video. Thank you so much for watching.